Did you know the first ever cold email made $12 million? It's true. Back in 1978, a guy named Gary Thork decided to send an email to 400 recipients promoting his new product. Now, keep in mind, this was before email marketing, so this was a pretty bold move. Gary's email resulted in 40 demos, which was basically 10% conversion rate that led him to $12 million in sales. And if you were to take inflation into account, then that is 78.8 million. Now, that is mind-boggling, right? And you might be wondering how people reacted to the first ever cold email. Well, surprisingly, Gary received very few complaints. The funniest one came from a guy at University of Utah who said that he couldn't start his computer because Gary's email taken up all his company's disk space. Talk about making an impact. A few days later after that email, ARPANET representative, that was the institution responsible for email service back then, asked Gary to promise him never do this again. Little did they know they just witnessed the birth of email marketing. And fast forward to today, we have sophisticated sales engagement platforms like Outreach, SalesLoft, and Yesware. But where did those exactly come from? Well, it all started from the evolution of customer relationship management, because at first businesses managed their customer interactions with spreadsheets, and if you had a lot of them, it was painful. In the 90s, simple CRM databases emerged, which made the job much easier, but only in 2000s we saw software as a service immersion with cloud computing, and of course, the biggest example of it was Salesforce. It was cheaper, it was easier to use, it integrated with apps, but there was no dedicated email software for sales teams. Yes, you could store emails and log them in, but there were no sequences, there was no engagement, and that meant missing opportunities. And only in 2010 and 2011, SalesLoft and Outreach came out, and they really flipped the switch on modern cold email engagement. They had sophisticated sequences, triggers, and integrations with LinkedIn and Salesforce, and that meant much easier job for the reps. And so this is a brief history of the past and the present of cold email. Thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing because we'll be sharing a ton of advice on how to run effective email campaigns, how to warm them up, and how to level up your game on this channel. We'll be doing this every week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.